Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, so let's get into this.
You know. Damn, it's banging. You know. It's banging. Oh, banging.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Snoopy-Eatz Far back again with another mukbang, and today I'm doing my cultural food right here, Guyanese style chicken curry. That's how we say it in Guyana. That's how my folks say it. That's how it is over there. I know some people say curry chicken, like the Trinidadians. No love lost. I don't get into the politics. I really don't care. I'm about to tear this food up. So you guys go ahead and have your quarrels in between how you say it. Curry chicken, chicken curry, whatever. Y'all know what it is. Guyanese style, all right? For those of you that are new to my channel, I appreciate you being here. All my day ones, my angels, my ride or dies. Gang, you already know how to do. But yeah, if you are new and you subscribed, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. And don't forget to hit that like button. Let's get into this. I'm starving. Today, for the pull-up, I got some Esco water that I hit with some Tropical Punch Kool-Aid, which is my favorite Kool-Aid. So it goes Tropical Punch Kool-Aid, then it goes grape, then it goes orange, then it goes cherry. So watermelon, I don't know what the hell they do with watermelon. But it is what it is. Anyway, hope everybody's eating something good out there with me. I got the tall glass today. No, it's plastic, but it's all good. So because you showed up, you got to pull it up. You already know. You know. That stretch right there. And it's getting all over my shirt. Anyway. Fill to the brim. Cheers, y'all. I've been drinking Kool-Aid every day since I was a kid. But I don't really drink it too much on my channel because I drink it so much. I always have a bottle like on my way to work. I put my little Enos powder in there, you know, for my stomach, just in case I have to do a mukbang that's spicy before I go to work. So gotta be careful with the pepper gat, feel me? Anyway, so I'll tell you guys exactly how I cook this, but I'm gonna dish them out. Ooh, that's hella hot. Hold on. Before I go ahead and dish it out on my face, on my shirt. Oh. Alright, so I'll just put a few pieces down here like the potato. I like to cut my potatoes in these little canoes like this. I got some salad right here too. And that's just how I get down. So it's pretty. You guys like how it looks? Because I'm about to tear it up, destroy it. So it's not going to look pretty no more. I should eat with my hands. What I should do, but I don't feel like having the stain on my hand. Maybe another time I'll do that. Gravy right here, and then we'll add as we go along. I did add some pepper sauce in here. I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak peek real quick. Here's what it looks like on my end, or on the top view right there, baby. Guyanese style chicken curry, potato over basmati rice, and a little salad, just a little something, you know what I'm saying, a little some. So yeah, so I got this chicken from a place that I've shouted out many times. Shout out to the boys down there and the young lady in the cash down there at Happy Mangoes. That's on Mapleview Drive over there in Barrie. First bite for y'all. Let's see. There's a nice little bite right here. I can smell the pepper sauce. I need to open my restaurant. For real, for real. This salad and lemon go so good with this. But I went to the store to get a couple of things. I forgot to get my lemon. But at least I got the salad. I love to squeeze lemon on my salad too. So I had the chicken cut up in small pieces, and right before I cooked it, I put it in a big steel bowl, shine bowl, or whatever you want to call it. Excuse me. My Caribbean folks out there know what I'm talking about. And then I washed it really good, like 4 or 5 times with vinegar. Excuse me. Then I strain it real good. Then I'll salt it, a little bit of black pepper, and then mix in the curry powder. This is where a lot of people need help with. So for my dear friend Red Diamond and a few other people who would like to make this for themselves or their family or whatever the deal is, the curry powder is important. So you can use Jamaican curry powder. You can use the other regular curry powders or whatever. But it's how you mix the curry powder. So you want to, I use Bolts, which is my favorite. And then you have a brand that comes in a solid red container called Lala's, Lala. And then you have one called Chetty's, right? Well, I mix what I have right now is Bolts, which I just ran out. I got to buy more. It comes in regular and it comes in spicy. I take, this is 5 legs and thighs cut up that I cook. So it depends on the portion. So I'll do 2 heaping tablespoons of Bolts and maybe 1 heaping tablespoon of Lala's. Then you can add your other spices to it or whatever, right? And then I blend up onion and garlic and make a wet paste. I add that to the powder. With chicken, I like to add a little turmeric powder too as well because it's good for you and it gives it that nice bright yellow color. And then I add a little bit of water to that powder. Mix it up really good. You can salt it if you want to as well. And then you're gonna fry that. That's the magic to making a really good curry dish, whether it's beef, fish, chicken, whatever. So it's a must that you cook your curry powder paste. Get your pot really hot, not like a pot to boil. I find the best way to cook a really good curry is a wok. Unless you have, like in the West Indian stores, you can get the big, heavy, I don't know what they're made out of, but the big pots, they come in sizes like this, like no joke, for real. Like where you got to take like a small friggin' what you call it, like a boat paddle to cook, That's for serious cookouts. I've been to a couple, but I've never done it myself. But anyway, yeah, so you get your wok really hot, and then I add a little olive oil. You can use whatever oil you want. Just coat the bottom so you have enough to fry the curry. Excuse me. And then I fry the curry for like a good 6 to 8 minutes. Stirring it constantly so you don't burn it. Add a little water as you go. Add a little bit more water if you want to make more of it. And then as you're frying it, you'll see how it cooks down all nice. And once you have enough water in the liquid right there, then you can go ahead and add your chicken or your beef or goat, lamb, whatever it is, shrimp. And you add it in, you just constantly stir it up, coat it, constantly stir it up. The heat that I have it on is like high at first. Get it frying, get it going, and then kind of lower the heat a little bit because you don't want it to burn or catch on the bottom, right? But you want it hot enough to that you're frying, because you don't want to boil it. You want to fry it. And that's the main part that you have to. That's the main step that you need to do. Everything else after that is smooth sailing. You just you're just gonna stir it until it's pretty much all the way done cooking. Then you'll taste a little bit of the sauce, taste a little bit of the gravy. Make sure it's got whatever you want to put in it. Pepper, salt. Salt is the key though. Make sure you have enough salt in it. Some people don't like a lot of salt. Some people can't eat salt. Some people like their food salty. I just like it to be perfect. I don't want it over salted. I don't, you know what I mean? But you want it to have enough savoriness to it so that, you know, it's flavorful, right? Because you're going to get flavor from the chicken and the powder itself too. The onion, the garlic. And you just cook that up. And if you want to add your potato, some people, I do it both ways. Some people, they'll add the potato in the frying process. I've done that. Not wrong with it. And then some people like mainly what I do. And there's no right or wrong way. If you put the potatoes in first with the chicken as it's frying, it's just gonna end up getting more flavor. But I cook my curry a certain way that where whatever's in that pot getting flavor. That pepper, this potato. I'm eating this potato on its own too, and it's full of flavor right through the center. So I tend to put it in the last 10 to 12 minutes of cooking time for the curry. Even though the curry's pretty much done, I put it in before the curry's almost done, and try to get the potatoes to cook and finish together at the same time. The bigger and thicker you cut your potatoes, obviously, the longer it's going to take to cook. So that's why you're going to have to make enough gravy to make sure that the potatoes cook, but not too much gravy to where your curry becomes watery. There's the magic right there. All right. And I know a lot of you out there that make it know exactly what I'm talking about. Trial and error. But another thing too, I wouldn't use like tap water, especially cold water, because while you're in the rhythm and the curry's bubbling and rolling and everything is beautiful and going on in the pot, you add cold water, it just shuts down the show and it's got to reboil again. So what I do is I just get the kettle. Excuse me. Whether you boil it in a pot or put it in the kettle, put it like if you're making tea or coffee, let it boil, and then add as you need. Just add as you need. You just need enough gravy to barely cover the potatoes. You don't really want to cover everything, right? Just enough, because you want the flavor of the curry that you've already cooked to maintain a slight thickness to it, unless you like your curry gravy watery. I don't like it watery. I like it to have enough sauce, but like thick. So and that's basically it. So and another thing too with this, when you put in potato and curry chicken, if you overcook the potato, which I tend to like to do a little bit because I like the soft texture, I don't overcook it too much. But if you severely overcook this, it's still gonna taste good. But when you go to scoop and stir in the pot, the potato's gonna break up all off into the gravy. It's just gonna turn into like this mashed potato looking gravy. All right, you want, well, my gravy's done now, but it'll have a little bit of thickness here and there. But you want your gravy to be thin, a nice like runny type of sauce, if you know what I mean, right? You don't want it to be clumpy and you're going like this with the sauce. You want it to be smooth when you lay it a little over your rice, right? And so that's the key. Not overcooking your potato while you're making this dish. And you're good. And it's just cooking it out. And then you drop your heat, of course, because you don't want to continue cooking that on a super high heat. So I put it to medium, cover it with a top. And I'm a Virgo, so I'm very finicky and very precise and very just like I'm zoned into everything, like 100%. So I'll come and check the pot every 2 to 4 minutes. But you don't have to. I just do. And just go from the bottom and just stir easily. And just kind of make sure that you get into all the potatoes cooked, right? I only do that 2 or 3 times. Then leave it alone. Cover it, leave it. Turn the heat off. When it's done, let it sit. And that extra heat that goes away and you turn the stove off, it's going to keep that pot nice. So when you take the top off again, you have a perfect layout of a pot of food. Don't overboil your rice. Slightly overboil a little bit, I do, because I love sticky rice, right? And then while you're straining it, you could take a couple cups of hot water, or like the pot that you boiled it in, just put a little hot water in it and then pour it over the rice that you have in the strainer and just let it sit there for like 5, 6, 7 minutes. And take it out, put it in the same pot, cover it, put it on the stove where I just finished boiling it. So that last little residual heat keeps the rice warm. So that's how I keep my dishes warm because shortly after that I'm eating anyway, right? But if you have to film like myself, and you all know when you're filming, my setup is just, sometimes it takes a lot. And mainly it's not turning on the lights, that's quick. It's the prep, it's the presentation, it's the mic, it's doing a quick little test run. It's my background setting, which I like some people have solid no background at all, like white or black or whatever color, right? But I like to have a background. I think you guys appreciate that too. But anyway, my point is I do the food like that so that it stays hot, because I don't like cold food that's meant to be eaten hot. I like this food hot. So there's a couple points, couple tips right there. Curry chicken done by Snoopy-Eatz 408. I flip the flavor every once in a while here and there, but that's just how I do. But it basically comes out pretty much the same all the time. Sometimes, if I'll add a little bit of coconut milk to it. But this is just basic right here. And it's very easy to make. So hopefully next year, most high willing, I'm gonna come with a cooking channel, and I'm gonna do 10 to 15 minute quick, step-by-step how to prepare my favorite meals and whatever requested meals that I get, right? Because I know some people are gonna be like, well, can you make a homemade like corn soup, which I love too. And I can eat soup any season, but wintertime, my corn soup, I need to open up a small little restaurant, just like a little shack. Snoop's Snack Shack. How about that? Huh? Wouldn't that be dope? Yeah, and that's it. It's simple. This is a simple. Don't be discouraged. This is a simple dish to make. I'm pretty much done now. But chicken curry is so good. Definitely one of my favorite top dishes. This, my all-time favorite curry dish though is beef. Curry beef. Beef curry. That I love oxtail. Love oxtail stew. I love oxtail curried or stewed. It don't matter to me. Oven, barbecue, don't matter. Soup. I love stewed fish, steamed fish. Red snapper. Butterfish. Trout. I used to eat a lot of it as a kid because my grandfather used to catch it. But I find, especially the rainbow trout, it has too much bones. I know you can get the fillet, but as a kid, I didn't know about that, right? My grandfather would catch it, my grandmother would clean it, cook it, and we'd all eat it. So, wasn't no, oh, grandma, this got too much bone in it. She'd be like, "Bye, shut your ass and eat your food, bye." I got trying to cater to you because of a little bit of bone. Eat around it. Boy, we grew up tough, boy, rough. For real. Was it like this Hoto generation now? You had to be tough even as a kid. But anyway. So yeah. And I wanted to make a soup and bring it for you guys on the video, but I wanted to wait till it was like the right time to make the soup. When it's cold, especially when you guys are on lockdown. Easy, simple, Caribbean style soup. That you'll love. And I make them different ways. I make it thin. I make a thin broth soup. I make a really thick broth soup. So that all depends on all the starchy stuff that you put in it, from noodles to like like Edos or cassava, plantain. What else? All kinds of goodies, man. I just got a little bit of rice there, but I don't want to overstuff myself because I found another pint of Haagen-Dazs ice cream in the freezer. I was just buying them. They went on sale, right? They were like, because usually Haagen-Dazs is like $7, like, you know, $6.99. It's ridiculous, dude. And I know somebody could be like, well, for that price or another $1 or so, you could get a big old tub, Snoop. But I don't like just any old kind of ice cream. I can't eat like the store name brands. I'm over Breyers and Dryers and Friars and Oscar Mayers and all of that. I'm cool with that. I stick with 3 ice creams. Number 1 being Haagen-Dazs. Number 2 being Ben & Jerry's. And sometimes I switch them up. And number 3 would be Cuarta. Excuse me. That's it. I don't play around with nothing else. Now, if somebody has ice cream and that's all they have, but they have like something to drizzle and dip, then yeah, I'll pour some caramel, some hot fudge on there and just get a cracker like that, or put it on the cone, you know what I'm saying? Or make a shake or something. Put some banana with it. Ooh. Ooh. It's been a long time since your boy Snoop made a milkshake. That is a good idea. But my milkshake's gonna be expensive though, because I'm gonna use Haagen-Dazs. And not just regular vanilla Haagen-Dazs, vanilla bean. You gotta be vanilla bean Haagen-Dazs. And I'll probably even get the vanilla bean and scrape it too. And add the extract. And all that good stuff. But yeah, I am definitely a foodie. I'm not a competition eater, but I love food. I love flavors. I love my dessert. So, like I said, I'm an ice cream guy. Ice cream bars, all of that. But I like popsicles and stuff too. Cake, ice cream cake being one of my favorites. You would swear that the way I eat, like I gain weight, but for my build and mold, right? But anyway, that's another story. I won't keep you guys too long. But anyway, I just want to say thank you guys for coming out and joining me on all my videos. And I hope on this video you enjoy it. I hope you walk away from the video with a little knowledge of how to make this dish right here. And I hope that it opens your eyes to Guyana, because in my opinion, I feel like Guyana is like one of the most least known places on earth. Like, for real. Like, I used to grow up and think like, damn, don't nobody know about Guyana. Like, why is that? Everybody knows Jamaica and then, you know, even Trinidad. But not too many people know about Guyana. So when I was on YouTube the other day, real quick, let me just tell you guys this. I was scrolling through Guyanese mukbangs, Guyana mukbangs, trying to change the title up, and I found some pretty sick channels. So you'll see me in the comments here and there, and hope you guys come and check me out too. But that's it for this video. I just want to wrap it up. And again, thank you guys for coming out. Be safe out there. Have a safe journey through your journeys, whether it's work or filming or whatever it is that you do. And yeah, and if you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff, YouTube stuff. You already know how to do, you know. Love you guys. Until next time, keep it crispy. Peace.